Welcome back to our Bantu history series. In case you are new here, make sure you support us by hitting that subscribe button to receive our future videos. The Naletale Kingdoms of Zimbabwe, a forgotten architectural marvel. The Naletale ruins, located in central Zimbabwe, represent one of the most striking yet lesser-known historical sites in southern Africa. These ruins are an archaeological and cultural testament to the once thriving Torwa or Togwa state, which flourished between the 15th and 17th centuries. The site features elaborate dry stone walling, intricate geometric patterns, and evidence of a society that was deeply engaged in regional trade, governance, and religious activities. The Naletale ruins provide valuable insights into Zimbabwe's pre-colonial civilizations, their socio-political structures, and their artistic prowess. Historical background. The Naletale ruins are linked to the Torwa dynasty, which emerged following the decline of Great Zimbabwe in the late 15th century. The Torwa people established their rule in the southwestern region of present-day Zimbabwe, with their capital at Kami, near Bulawayo. The kingdom is believed to have been a successor to the Great Zimbabwe civilization, adopting and further developing its architectural styles while incorporating new cultural influences. The Naletale ruins served as a significant administrative and religious center, possibly linked to Torwa rulers and their elites. The site is one of several stone-walled settlements built during the Torwa period, alongside other locations such as Kami, Danangombe, Dalo, and Zinjanja. Architecture and artistic significance. One of the most distinctive features of the Naletale ruins is the elaborate dry stone masonry, which demonstrates a high level of craftsmanship. The builders used finely cut granite blocks arranged without mortar, following a tradition inherited from Great Zimbabwe, but with distinct stylistic differences. The walls of Naletale are adorned with intricate chevron patterns, herringbone designs, and other geometric motifs, which make them unique among Zimbabwe's stone ruins. These patterns are believed to have symbolic meanings, possibly related to religious or political authority. The motifs may have represented clan identities, celestial elements, or social hierarchy within the Torwa state. The structural layout of Naletale suggests that it was an elite residence or a religious center. The presence of enclosures and platforms indicates spaces designated for governance, rituals, and possibly even astronomical observations. Political and social organization. The Torwa kingdom, and by extension the Naletale site, was governed by a centralized monarchy. The ruling elite controlled trade networks, religious institutions, and political administration. Like Great Zimbabwe, the Torwa state was a hierarchical society where the king or paramount chief wielded supreme authority, supported by local chiefs and advisors. Naletale's architecture hints at a structured society with a ruling class, artisans, and laborers. The presence of decorated walls suggests that Naletale was an important cultural hub, possibly hosting ceremonies, royal gatherings, or spiritual rituals. Economic and trade networks. The Torwa kingdom was part of a broader regional trade network that connected southern Africa with the Indian Ocean trade routes. Archaeological evidence suggests that the people of Naletale engaged in trade with Swahili merchants, exchanging goods such as gold, ivory, and cattle for glass beads, ceramics, and textiles from the Middle East, India, and China. Naletale's strategic location would have facilitated trade with neighboring African polities, including the Mutapa state in the north and the Tswana-speaking groups in the south. The economic prosperity of the Torwa kingdom was heavily dependent on agriculture, mining, and livestock keeping, which provided the wealth necessary to sustain its ruling elite. Religious and spiritual aspects. Religion played a central role in the Torwa kingdom, and Naletale is thought to have had spiritual significance. The stone ruins may have housed sacred shrines, ancestral worship sites, or ceremonial altars. The geometric designs on the walls could have had spiritual meanings linked to rainmaking, fertility, or the authority of the ruling elite. Like Great Zimbabwe and Kami, Naletale may have been associated with the veneration of spirits and the ancestors of the ruling lineage. Oral traditions suggest that stone structures were often linked to divine kingship, where rulers were believed to have supernatural connections that legitimized their leadership. The fall of Naletale coincided with the decline of the Torwa kingdom in the late 17th century. The rise of the Rosvi, a militaristic group led by Changamire Dombo, led to the conquest of Torwa territories, including Naletale. The decline of the Torwa kingdom in the late 17th century was largely attributed to invasions by the Rosvi, a powerful military state that eventually dominated much of Zimbabwe until the 19th century. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and give us your thoughts in the comments section. That is all we had for you today. See you on the next one.